So I think that sometimes customers forget that any business interaction is a two-way relationship. They remember that they have to choose you to be able to work with them. Sometimes they forget it works the other way around too. Because as we've gotten busier and busier, we've gotten pickier with who we pick up, but the biggest thing that we've done that I noticed that nobody else does is we fire clients.
Fired.
Fire! Thank you. And not a ton, not just flippantly, we don't do it for no reason, but it apparently happens way more than anybody is used to. And not only does this really catch everybody off guard, but I don't think there's anything that I've done in any client interaction that has pissed them off so royally as telling them that they can't work with us anymore. But yeah, I think people have lived in this customer service interaction to where I want to talk to your manager.
Rufus, can I speak to your manager, please? Rufus?
Yes, go get your manager, please. Go get your manager.
Go get your manager!
If you complain to customer service enough, you're eventually just going to wear them down and they're going to do whatever you want. And they're always so thankful that you're working with them. And obviously there's balance. We appreciate our clients. We love working with them. We don't want to make it seem like we don't value that, because we really, really do. But we value the right type of clients. So I didn't think this was that unusual. We've done it for years, but the more and more I talk to people, every time I'd say, yeah, we had to fire about half a dozen tax clients this past couple months. And people would just look at me, I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, for real. And they're like, no, seriously. So I realized when we've had these conversations that it's way more unusual than I thought it was. So we go back and decide, okay, maybe we should explain why we do this. And for me, we've always done it to an extent, but the real turning point for me was a couple years ago, a business partner of mine started working with a really high-end business consultant. And this guy had a ton of advice, I'm sure. He did a lot of stuff on operations, the direction of the company, all that stuff. But I only remember one piece of advice from him. And it was a much more colorful and expletive-filled version of no jerks. No jerks, period. He said, I don't care how much they pay you, I don't care how much they're worth to you. He said, they will cost you money. They will cost you your time, your sanity, your energy, and ultimately all of that is going to cost you profit. So for us, that was an absolute game changer. Because people always talk about, oh, I've got this client who drives me crazy, this customer drives me nuts, I can't stand this kind of customer. We don't have that. We don't complain about clients we don't like because we literally don't have clients we don't like at this point. Because if people don't value you, if they're going to be rude, if they're abusive to the staff, anything like that, then clearly they're not super happy with the interaction, and neither are we. What's been interesting about that is that while we've gotten way more selective with the people we've taken on, we raise our prices, and at the same time, we're also firing clients, that hasn't had a negative effect on our bottom line. Not only is our revenue per customer going up, but overall revenue and the number of clients we have is going up. And again, that goes to the core advice of no jerks, because they will cost you in the end. Even if they're paying you money, they cost you your time, your energy, your sanity, and ultimately all of that costs you money. Thanks guys, really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, give it a like, give it a share, and give us a comment below so we know what you thought about it. I'm Micah Fraim.